Okay, so we've got an 1.4" a 2x4 door in a 2x6 wall right here. That guy's a little bit fucky up top there too. That's fun. But so we need to fur this out because we got a 2x4 door and a 2x6 wall. We'll have to get and put another. We'll frame this. Take this drywall off. Frame this whole thing in all the way up top there. It looks like we're good up to here, but back it looks like it's just this section over down here. We'll have to we're probably solid right to here. So whatever from here over, we need to fur in that with a 2x4 on its side to make it all flush. You'll need 2-inch screws, nothing more than 2-inch screws, because you got to go through the 1.5 inch of the 2x4. And then this guy is another inch here. So actually 1.75 inch, 1 7/8 would be perfect, but no more than 2-inch screws for this guy out. Okay, we got subfloor repairs. Let's get this guy cut the right size for this hole. Subfloor repairs, all in the kitchen. There's the big subfloor repairs. We got a bunch of that. Then we've got in here, we need to create a full length of this wall, a shelf, a 2x4 shelf. So it's gonna be at the same height as this guy, all across there. It's gonna go at 40 inches basically to the top. 40 inches and be like this, and then have pieces underneath it. You could just get 2x6 and have it stick out 3.5 inches here and sister into these guys. That'd probably be the easiest way to do that, because it doesn't need to have a bottom plate and all that business. It basically just needs to be something we can put a shelf on and then waterproofing on top of. 40 inches across there. If we can, Brandy's trying to get a hold of what we're gonna do. We don't know if we'll have to be able to do this today, but we're gonna need a frame in for the 2x6 depth medicine cabinets. They're gonna be inset into the wall, but we'll need a frame for that. So I got center marked right here. We're obviously gonna go above these guys a little bit so we have a backsplash. Typically our vanities sit at 36 inches. So we've got flooring here as well, but we got 36. So we got a little room right there to do a backsplash to just above these guys, I think. So it makes sense to kind of figure out where that's at. We can talk through that if we get that information today. But eventually we're gonna have to frame in for those to get inset into here. And then if we can do it earlier rather than later, next day or Monday, we might be able to get drywall up here from Kip too. So that's my hope. But we got little patches all over the place. This guy, like right here, we can do that guy. This guy's, there's a piece right there. All in the kitchen is where there's a ton of flooring patches. Let's get the big ones. Just something to be in the way of flooring, you know the size. And then, so yeah, that's it. This guy, and this guy here is the last thing. So the 3 things for today for sure are that shelf over here, this, which I'm gonna talk about in a second, and then the door getting framed in. And then subfloor repairs after that. So this guy, we're gonna put 2x6s all along here. We're trying to solid this guy up some, as well as bring it out this way a little bit so it matches up with that there. We're gonna have the waterproofing board going from here over. I already added a backer piece in. So that's the idea, is that we were able to essentially solid this up and bring it out and fur it out a little bit. It'll be about 6 inches wide once it's done, but that's okay. So we're gonna leave this on, put board right on top of it in sort of the shape here, and then I'm hoping we can even take long screws and try and get them from the bottom board into the subfloor or into this board that goes down lower, so we can solid it up even more. I added some more in here after last time because it wasn't solid enough. These pieces here, that piece there, these two. Trying to solid this up as much as I can inside. We're trying to make sure that this doesn't move, and it's pretty movable for a tile wall. It needs to be real solid, and it's just fucking not. So okay, that's the idea there. So 2x6 here, that guy over there for the wall, the door also needs to be depth issue, and then this guy here is the for sure today, and then subfloor repairs after that.